Despite the tension on the streets of Dallas, Yella Beezy had a record 2018. His buzzing hit That's On Me got in rotation on Dallas rap station K104 in March, and the song caught on other radio stations, eventually becoming radio's #1 mainstream rap and R&B song at the time. Yella Beezy was charting on Billboard, and in September, he would get another industry W. Off the back of his buzz in Texas, he was invited to open for Jay-Z and Beyonce in Arlington at a September spot on their On The Run 2 tour. This was also the song that put Yella Beezy on the radar of rap A&R Chris Turner, who landed him a big deal on LA Reid's record label Hitco. Things couldn't have been better for Yella Beezy at this time in his career. However, the goings-on in the streets had the potential to put the brakes on his incredible career run. Following the tension with Roy Lee, individuals claiming to be affiliated with Dallas Crips were taking to social media and sending threats.
You jump Roy Lee, yeah? Yeah, what, cuz? I don't give a what kind of gang you in. What's cracking? I don't know what kind of loc you is, but I don't give a what's up? You might be a neighborhood or a something. I don't know what the you is. I don't know what the you is, and I really don't give a. And you can't do that. You out here, mother, think you tough because you got a little money. You got you a little social buzz. Oh, Crip, what's up?
Now, it's been disputed whether or not the man in that video was actually any serious threat, but what we do know is that people all over the city were devastated by the loss of Roy Lee, from his own family to friends like Mo3 and his manager Rainwater. Clearly, somebody was out for revenge for what happened to Roy Lee, because only days after he was pronounced dead, in the early hours of the morning, on October the 14th, 2018, Yella Beezy is targeted in a drive-by shooting on the Sam Rayburn Tollway in Lewisville, Texas. The news reported over a dozen rounds were fired in the incident, with police finding a wounded Yella Beezy at 3:30 a.m. alongside State Highway 121 bypass, suffering 3 gunshot wounds. His G-Wagon was allegedly completely destroyed, and this near-fatal highway shooting was significant enough to make it to the TV news.
Lewisville police say at 3:38 this morning they got a 911 call from a driver saying he'd been shot multiple times by someone in another vehicle in the northbound lanes of the Sam Rayburn Tollway at FM 544. Police say 26-year-old DeAndre Conway was shot 3 times and was still conscious and breathing when he was transported to a nearby hospital.
After the shooting, Beezy was taken to the hospital, but fortunately survived, being pictured on Twitter in stable condition, surrounded by his family. And he would later even show off his gunshot wounds to IG Live viewers in a clip that's probably too gory to show you on YouTube.
Unity. You know what, right now, anybody
loosen it up some.
Pirate Revolution.
Otherwise, it's gonna take out some healing skin. Because it's so dry.
I encourage you and everyone else.
This right here. This right here. This one though, that's where I had the chest tube at. Right here, where they would drain the blood out of my lungs. See, a lot with a lie, they were like, I got here right there too. Nah, that's where I had the chest tube at, and they would drain the blood from my lungs. You know what I'm saying? I got this right here, got shot right here too. Yeah, y'all gonna see how ugly my nipple look. Yeah, everything going on Apple, going on everywhere, all music platforms. You feel me?
Seemingly, no arrests would be made in connection to this shooting, and despite the Dallas Observer reporting that Beezy's rapid rise had been halted by the shooting, following his recovery, Beezy would quite literally be back at it again, continuing his career on an upward trajectory through the rest of 2018, releasing his next project, Ain't Going Back, in November, which had big features from his idols Boosie and Kevin Gates, as well as YG, Lil Baby, 2 Chainz, T.I., Jeezy, and Rich the Kid. And that same month, Yella Beezy also opened up about the shooting in an extensive Breakfast Club interview, where they questioned him more intensely than the Dallas police probably did. He would explain that he left a club and people were following him home on the highway, eventually opening fire on his car.
You know, I told him I gotta go. So when I'm leaving, I get up in the car. Everybody know, like, when you leaving the club, you gotta be looking, like, through your rear. Like, you gotta try to see who follows. So when I leave the club, I'm running red lights and everything.
Same with me.
If you coming through the red light, that means you follow. So I'm on top of it, so I know what to do. Like, after that, you get what I'm saying? I get on the highway, I'm punching it. Like, it seemed like a couple cars trying to pull up on me. When I'm looking down, that's when I guess the car put up beside me and just start letting into the car or whatever.
Beezy described the shooting himself, saying that he climbed in the passenger seat and steered the car whilst it was still moving with one hand whilst trying to find his gun, ultimately crashing the car and running off.
I end up literally jumping into the passenger seat and start trying to steer because I'm trying to find the gun. I'm steady getting hit up, and so I swerved and I spun out and I crashed the car. So I find my phone, just open the door, get out the car, I start running.
Beezy would also say that he believed the hate against him was all because he's overtaken the other rappers in his city, like Mo3, saying that they can't handle his success.
It's just a jealousy thing. Like, a lot of people can't stomach, like, they was once a part, like, where they from, where you from, and now you at a higher level, you know what I'm saying, and they not at that level you at, you get what I'm saying?
He would also say that he believes that the entire beef with rappers or anybody, which I guess includes comedian, was not started by him, but he will finish it.
When it comes to these rappers and everything, like anybody, if y'all see yelling into something, just know they started it first. 100 times out of 100, they started. No, I just don't start nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I'll be the one finish it, you get what I'm saying? Like, we take stuff to a whole nother different level, you get what I'm saying? So that's why I stay out of stuff.
DJ Envy would then ask Beezy if the shooting was connected to the murder that took place days before, with Beezy denying it.
Yeah, that was rumors it was retaliation for somebody that got killed a week before.
Man, like, I ain't never spoke on dude in interviews. I ain't gonna speak on them, but like, he wasn't even no threat to do no stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and from here, he would open up and make it clear that they were referring to Roy Lee, with Yella Beezy bringing up Roy Lee's offer to fight, saying that he would have fought him if he saw him, but denying having anything to do with his death.
The whole time you screaming out fighting. That's what we wanted to do. So when I seen that's what we gonna do, we had already had a conversation where we did that. I did that. Like you not no threat. Like, rest in peace of him. Like, I don't wish no death on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't had nothing to do with me.
Beezy would also break down the shooting and its aftermath with DJ Vlad, giving even more information, saying that nobody was arrested for the shooting, but also saying he wouldn't say if he did know.
So you're sticking to the code with all this?
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Don't know nothing about nothing.
Nothing about nothing.
Right.
However, Detective Vlad wasn't ready to give up on the case just yet, and sometime later he would also ask Mo3 about the incident, with Mo3 seemingly sticking to the street code too.
When Yella Beezy got shot up, what were your thoughts about that?
I gotta stay out the way. It's the world. You gotta stay out the way, man.
Clearly the tension between the rappers in Dallas was getting worse and worse as the months went by, and at a certain point OGs from the rap game were even getting involved trying to give advice. Lil Boosie warned Yella Beezy after the incident, saying that he needs to keep a gun in his car and he shouldn't go back to his own city because the haters there will kill you.
Yeah, Yella Beezy got hit up too. So even when you go back to your city, you gotta have 50 guns around you, man. If you go back to your city, you don't know that you beat up in elementary school won't come back. You don't know that you jumped in middle school. You know who you took it from, who he loved to death. You don't know when they won't come back. You gotta have 50 guns around you at home, man. You got them on the video. Not in your city, man. If they hypnotize with hatred, they gotta hear about you more than anybody. You know, hypnotize with him. You motherfucker won't murk you. You know, won't put you on a t-shirt. Police got something against you because, you know, you went to school with them. They was in the same class with you, doing better than you in class. It was. You get the classroom. Yeah, man, the police gonna put you in your city. Yeah. Police gonna put you in your city because, you know, they went to school with you. And they was doing better than you in class. And now you in success, you know. Hey, I'm finna put I'm finna bring him down.
Unfortunately, despite being someone both Mo3 and Yella Beezy looked up to, Boosie's words of wisdoms weren't enough to calm tempers in Dallas. And moving into 2019, we'd sadly see more clashes and escalations from these two talented artists.